Good morning and Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? I'm grade 3 science teacher Ms Aneela, and remember we are on the second chapter of science, that's plants, and I can show you the chapter. We are doing chapter 2 plants, and now we are on the previously we were doing the topic roots, and we discussed about the edible roots, that are the tap roots, and in this reference we studied that carrot, radishes and beetroots, they are the roots that we eat. So today we are starting a new topic, and that is the stem. The stem is a part of the plant that grows above the ground. Whatever grows above the ground makes the stem, and the stem of the plant you can see in coconut also, it supports the plant, and its branches and leaves are spreading so that it can get more sunlight. And the function of the stem is it transports the water. It takes all the nutrients and water from the roots, and then it transports yani means it gives the nutrients and water to all the other parts of the plant, to the leaves, and also it transports the food in leaves to all parts of the plant. Now you can see in this reference that the stems of coconut tree, you can see the stem of coconut tree, they are very hard and strong, and they are brown in color, and but the stems of some other plants, the climbers that we discussed earlier, for example money plant is also a climber, and its stem is very weak, so it needs the support to stay upright. The stem of both are green in color, and those stems that are very weak like money plant, they are called climbers, and they need some supportive place to stay upright. Now then we discussed about the edible stems. Edible means the stems that we can eat, and in this reference we studied about sugarcane, ginger and potato. They are the edible stems, the stems that we eat. And these stems are edible because the food, that is extra food that is made by plant, is stored in these stems. And but in this reference there are some desert plants also, like cactus. They also store food in them and water, but this food is not for us to eat. They are not edible. These stems are often green in color and make the food for the plant. The leaves of the cactus are in the form of spines. Then in this reference we studied about we discussed about the few questions, that what is the color of the roots when the plant is taken out of the soil, and this we did in the activity zone. And if we see the color of the roots, that is brownish because it has got some dust particles also. And in this reference we have taken out a few questions. What was the color of the roots when the plant was taken out from the soil? It was somewhat brown. And then you will gently wash the roots with some water. Now if you see the color, it is a bit clean and it looks yellow. Then where did you find the soil particles? Of course from in the soil. And are they found on the roots or somewhere else on the plant? Do you find soil particles on the leaves? No, because leaves grow above the ground. Now look at the other plant brought by your classmates. Do the roots of different plants look the same? Yes. No, they do not look the same. They look different. What do the roots do for the plant? Of course, roots provide minerals and water to the whole plant. Now, we also discussed the few questions. What is the difference between root and shoot of the plant? The root of the plant is the plant that stays under the ground, and the shoot of the plant is the part of the plant that is above the roots. Above the roots is the shoot system. Then you have to tell about the two edible roots that we discussed, carrot and radish. Then what is a stem? Stem is a part of the plant that grows above the ground. Then what are the functions of the stem? There are two basic functions of the stem. One function is that it supports the plant. It gives support to the plant, and secondly it transports the food that is made in the leaves to all parts of the plant. Then I gave you one few question answers that you have to note down in your copies, and that is what is a stem that I just discussed, the part of the plant that grows above the ground, that the functions of the plant supporting the plant and transporting water and other nutrients to all parts of the plant. Then we discussed about the edible roots. You will write their names: carrot, radish, beetroots, and you have to draw them as well. Then you will discuss about the names of edible stems, that is sugarcane, ginger and potato. That also you will write their names and draw them on the blank page. Then what is the difference between root and shoot? So the roots are found below the ground, that's inside the soil, but the shoot are all the parts of the plant that grows above the ground. It can be flower, it can be leaves, it can be fruit, it can be bud. All the parts of the plant that are above the ground, they form the shoot system. And this work is you have to do in your copies and draw the drawings on the blank page. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.